Good evening and welcome to the turf field at Milford High School. I'm Patrick Garapi filling in tonight for Tim Coet, here to bring you Milford TV's coverage of Scarlet Hawk athletics. Tonight it's round one of the MIAA tournament in a tilt between the Milford Scarlet Hawks and the Bishop Feehan Shamrocks. Tonight's a matchup between two squads at the top of their division. Feehan coming into this one with an impressive regular season record of 7-8-4, but Milford with a more impressive record of 12-1-5, and looking to make some noise in this year's tournament after years of regular season struggles. Hawks are led by junior forward and Hockley and goal scorer Wally D'Oliveira as he faces the dangerous Milford attack that's capable of putting up big numbers. Feehan enters the match winners 2 of their 3 last games, and their most recent effort a 2-0 loss to Walpole. Milford comes in riding a 4-game winning streak, looking to build on their momentum. The winner of tonight's match will draw the winner of tomorrow's game between Oliver Ames and Walpole. It's 14th seed Bishop Feehan and 3 seed Milford coming up next on Milford TV. And welcome back to Milford, folks. Again, Patrick Garapi here to bring you coverage tonight of this round one MIAA tournament game between Milford and Bishop Feehan. You may be asking yourself, Patrick, we normally don't hear you on soccer broadcasts. Well, that's right. I don't know much about it, but I'm here anyway. Now, we're going to have some fun tonight and obviously looking to a great matchup here in what's been a remarkable season for the Milford squad. Re-emerging as a threat here in the Hawk in terms of their soccer standings. This ball's on the near side being fought for there. In João Vitorneva. Played up, Borges. Back the other direction, trying to spring through. It's Feehan, Matt Zawaski. Collected by the goaltender and thrown back out. Taken there by De Silva. De Silva hands off now and turn back over to Feehan. Team's working to establish some sort of control here in the early going. Held by number 5, Jack McCann there, and stolen back from Milford on the near side. Feehan looking at a start rush here, plays back for one. Through ball to the corner, and that one goes out of bounds to go back to Milford. Throw in here on the far side, Tiago Philadelphia. Now kicked ahead, up across midfield into Feehan territory. Back to clear it, Aiden Corrigan. Boots this one out, another throw in here on the far side for Milford. Trying to bust through defenders, unable to, and kick back to the Milford defense. Collected there by Catano. Borges kicks down, trying to lead a teammate. Collected for a second by Neva. Kick on, and we got one. Early strike here. And it looks to be Jordan Borges doing a lot of celebrating. He booted that one home for an early 1-0 lead, and Milford flexing its offensive muscles on this one. We had mentioned that Milford was dangerous. If you've been following this team at all this season, then you very well know that, and that was evidence right there.
Milford goal by number 10, Jordan Borges.
And what a way to kick off the game within the first few minutes. So Milford strikes first, up 1-0. Who said they don't have scoring in soccer? Of course, earlier this season, 9-0 winners were Milford in one of their matches. So a threat to really put up some big numbers here if they can get going. And for Feehan, not the start that they wanted to see. This one kicked out on the near side and a throw in for Feehan. Hinkie on the throw-in. Trying to find Rogers, instead booted back the other way for Milford. D'Oliveira across his midfielder. Now played back to the D to lead the rush up. Joey Madden, senior defenseman. Center attempts here. And can't get past a couple defenders there. Back was Aiden Corrigan. And out of bounds. Throw in here for Bishop Feehan. Over the head there of Matt Zawaski and kicked back out of bounds. And what was a beautiful day here in Milford is turned to a rather cold and frigid, blustery night. Part of my mic is not staying in place. Collected here by the goaltender. Sent back up for Milford defense handling here, trying to get across midfield. Nice little lead with space here on the far side. Kicked ahead up to Borges. Borges the goal scorer early on in this one, giving his squad the 1-0 lead. Out of bounds for a throw. Trying to get past the defender there. Having some trouble shaking him. It's Matt Rogers playing airtight defense for Feehan. Now led up to number 9, Justin Clark. Clark taken out. No cards to be thrown there, though. Orlando leading out his team. Good ball movement here between De Silva and his teammate Carvalho. Again, if you're just tuning in late to this one, 1-0 on an early strike for Milford. Thanks to junior Jordan Borges' long strike. Trying to find him in the middle, it goes past Borges and cleared back out. And this one should roll out for a throw-in. Nope, kept in there by Feehan and taken back by Milford, heading back the other way. Trying to get through, cut off though. Good job there by Justin Silva to read that one. Long strike there and a great catch. Nice save made by Josh Orlana. That one was earmarked for the top corner of the net, but Orlana standing tall and getting a nice jump, extending the arms, coming down with the ball. Pushed ahead here down the far side. Looking to center it. Borges trying to get to his man, number 16, De Silva. And instead, Feehan clears it to safety for the moment. Carvalho played it over to Boaventura. Now on the far side, making moves to the middle. Carvalho, and save there, gobbled right up by the goalkeeper for Feehan. Ball bouncing around the air right now. Someone trying to get a handle on it, and still more back and forth between the teams here. Not really much of anything being established until now. Nice lead ahead. De Silva trying to find someone in the center of the field. All he's got is Feehan players there. Justin Silva clearing this one back out. Carvalho turning it over. And Rogers sending it back the other way, but Carvalho back with it again to De Silva. Silva to Borges. Borges trying to shake three. He's getting in. Borges an attempt here and a save. Nice one there. Not a whole lot behind that one, but some nice moves by Borges on the play, trying to split 3 defenders. Whistle here against Milford. Ball possession going over to Feehan. Free kick here. Goes to the near corner on the Milford end. And looks like we have a corner here. I wasn't sure what side that went on, but lining up for a corner here at number 10, Matt Rogers. His attempts here into the middle, into the box, and cleared to safety. Trying to spring a man, almost getting free was D. Oliveira, and that's not the guy that you want going in on a breakaway if you're Bishop Feehan. And nice play here by Borges. Borges trying to race down the side. He's got 2 men on him. Fakes the cut up. And push down there, and we'll get a whistle here against Feehan. Just a little too aggressive there, so free kick here for the Scarlet Hawks. Again, up 1-0. Diego Carvalho setting up for free kick, trying to find anyone open that he can. We'll see if they can make something of this here. Into the box, into the middle, has a man. It's in! What a setup by Carvalho, finding a man on the far post. And that was João Vitorneva coming through and doubling the lead, 2-0 now. Just over 10 minutes into this match. Neva did a great job getting loose there on the far side and able to collect that ball. Just perfect placement by Carvalho. And a nice touch on it too. Landed right in the perfect spot, and Milford punches home their second of the game. So a timeout being called here. And we'll step away for a quick second here. 2-0 in favor of Milford. Welcome back off the timeout. 2-0 here, your score in Milford. Round 1 of the MIAA playoffs, Division II South here, between Milford and Bishop Feehan. Feehan coming into this from the 14th seed, Milford number 3, after one of their most successful campaigns in recent memory. Good stop there on the far side. Brennan Moskal. Moved into the middle and headed back out the other way by Philadelphia. Now walking the sideline, trying to find an angle, trying to get past the defender. Nothing doing there though. So a goal kick. Orellana picking his spots, launches this one to midfield and headed down by Feehan. Back to De Silva to Carvalho. Near side to Madden. Madden trying to dance through now with a burst of speed. Madden showing some moves, left it off. No one home though. He was looking for Neva. I don't think he was expecting that. Let up here, headed by Philadelphia. Still in bounds. And a whistle here. Justin Clark taking down a man. Going down the play was De Silva. (2-0) the score here in Milford. 12 minutes into this one. Early strikes by Borges and Neva. And Feehan in a bit of trouble early on. Rushing down the side here is Clark. Clark Sees it punched out on a nice defensive play by Madden. So a throw in on the side. Lays it over to Hinkie. Now into the boxing, collected there by Orellana. And a whistle. Looks like we'll have a free kick here for Feehan as everyone gets set. Milford looking to form a wall here. Huge opportunity for Feehan to get back into this one with a prime position for their free kick. So Milford's got their wall set up. And here's the attempt here. Kick through off the post and finished. Number 14, Ryan Hart, snuck in the backside, it looked like. And he punched that one home. Huge goal for Feehan there. And now they're able to get some momentum back on their side and see if they can maybe get this thing knotted up going into the half. I mean, still plenty of time left, obviously, 26:47 to go. We got ourselves a game here, folks. Now along the far side, Milford trying to get up, but slide tackle there. Punches it out, and a throw in on the far side for the Hawks. Now Neva dangerously back to his man, being watched closely by a Feehan defender. Ball popped high in the air, back to midfield. Given a good head by Philadelphia. Trying to lead ahead to De Silva. De Silva with some footwork. Gets it back to Borges and taken down there. They'll call him on that one. And they're going to give the ball over to Feehan on a really questionable call there by the referees. Fans in attendance don't agree with it, but they play on here. So the goal scorer, Ryan Hart. Free kick goes out of bounds. And we'll go back to Milford. And here's the throw-in. Head towards the middle of the field. Now taken back by Milford. To Carvalho. Carvalho dancing around with it, handed back off. Now trying to find Adams on the near side here. They're calling in the middle for it. You can hear it. Booted up high and headed to safety for a moment. Milford still trying to apply some pressure. A nice play by Adams to give it back there for Borges. Borges, the far side. Now Carvalho trying to lead in. Headed by Feehan and collected by the goaltender. And a whistle there. Carvalho taken down at midfield by number 9, Justin Clark. Good pace to this one so far. Even in these blustery conditions, what's been a really cold night. Or developed into one, I should say. Sanger attempt here, has a man. Silva fires it high. That one goes off the upright behind the goal. Silva nearly works some magic there and got a pretty good shot away, but just a little too much behind it. Feehan getting ready for the goal kick. It's he's bouncing around right now at midfield, fighting for possession. And a whistle coming over the top, so possession will go to Milford. Free kick here from the defense. Throw it right into the box. Headed up, popped up, collected by Feehan. And a good boot there. That one goes out of bounds though. Off the goalie Potenza. Clock ticking to 22 minutes to go in this first half. Again, 2-1 your score. Milford early strikes from Borges and Neva, but a response from Ryan Hart of Feehan has made it a 2-1 game. Milford has been applying the majority of the pressure, it feels like, to this point in the offensive end. If you're looking between the two sides, center attempt here missed. Collected there for a moment, D'Oliveira. Trying to do something with it, but working in amongst a gaggle of defenders. So Potenza runs off to the next county to go get the ball. And he's back now, we're ready to restart the game. Ball rolling a bit here, as you can see, as the wind continues to gust. Handled here by Boventura to Carvalho. Carvalho, nice little touch back to Adams. Adams cross field to Santos. Did I say Adams? I meant Madden. It's all the same. They sound similar. I'm sorry. There's a lot to keep track of in soccer. I'm not quite used to this yet, but we're all here in this together, folks. A 2-1 score for your Hawks so far in this one. Now handled back by the defense and kicked out of bounds on the near side off of Philadelphia. I think Adams is a fine name, but then again, so is Madden, I suppose. Inbounded here. Kick back handle by D'Oliveira, trying to shake a defender, instead opts to give it to Borges across the field. Borges can't handle it though. Although he steals it back along the side, and Milford does retain possession as it goes out of bounds. So on we go. Borges downside, trying to lead D'Oliveira, trying to find an opening past some defenders. But there seems to be one around every single corner, and there was Ryan Hart right there. Quick maintenance stoppage here. Coming off the field right now, number 9, Justin Clark. Hand to the face, might have taken a hit to the nose or something, but he looks to be okay. Coming in is Matt Carroll now, senior forward. So on the near side here, Hinckley up to midfield. Carvalho fighting for the ball. No call, lots of messiness here. Bodies flying, people jumping like crazy. Sawaski flying past goaltender Orlana. Oh, there's some body contact there on the far side of the field. No call that one. Physicality beginning to pick up in this one. Players look well warmed up to this point. Free kick here for the Hawks. Up by 1 goal, 2-1. Into the box here, head attempt, nothing doing. And, oh, what a save! Fingertip save on Da Silva. He managed to get a great opportunity off and have the goalie leaning the wrong direction and just able to get a hand on it. Remarkable save there. Into the box, De Oliveira trying to handle it. Gives it off, return to De Oliveira. Can't get it back. They've been doing a good job of clogging the Hawks' premier goal scorer. As he continues to try and break through in this first tournament game. Nice touch. Booted safety there. Madden collects and elects to go back to the goaltender. Orlon back to Madden. Madden to Carvalho. Taken back though by Michela. Chase at the corner here between Zawoski and Santos. Feehan on the throw in here. Over the top and headed to safety for a moment. And now finally cleared by Milford. Back out of bounds, so a throw in. Matt Carroll for his team throwing in. Finding only Milford defenders. Ooh, and we might have had a head collision there. That was a rough one there. Two guys going up for the ball. One, Joe Michela. And it looks like Salvador took the brunt of that collision there. Seems to be doing okay. As he trots ahead to his position. Let ahead on the far side, out of bounds. Throw in here for Moscow. And the Shamrocks. And here comes a rush here. He's got some space on the far side, looking for a centering attempt. Oh, almost finding Da Silva again. He's had some good opportunities early in this first half. Really been the primary threat so far for Milford. Offside call leads to a turnover and a goal kick. Nice little touch there. Santos. Up the side to Coelho. Borges. Two defenders chasing him, trying to through ball it, can't find anyone. Goes off a defender and back the other way. Now at midfield. Boaventura. Borges. And open space there for a moment was Carvalho, but pass just off. Madden in here sweeping through, trying to make something happen. He loses control of it. And Feehan trying to come back the other way. Zawoski down the far side. Nice tandem teamwork there by the defense. Cleared off by Madden into the crowd, and someone gets a souvenir that they'll have to return. Thrown into the box there. Nice head out. And finally cleared ahead. De Oliveira trying to get a step on the defenders and create some more breakaway opportunities for himself. Salvador. Now back to Borges. Borges looking for a man. Gives back to Carvalho. Carvalho with some fancy footwork. Gets a defender down. De Silva trying to work through. De Silva trying to get the ball back. And clear it out. So a throw in deep in Feehan territory for the Hawks. Continue to tick down to 13 minutes here. 2-1 the score still. Scoring being done earlier in this one. Throw in attempt here and loose ball and bicycled out. Finally cleared, put safe by Rogers and out of bounds. Near opportunity there. Now far side of the field to Madden. Joey Madden up to De Silva. De Silva trying to find Carvalho a little bit too far ahead of him. Now trying to stretch pass, trying to find a man. But a nice touch back to the goaltender by Philadelphia. I just missed what happened, but I see a body on the ground. Sawaski's been flying all over the field at the forward position tonight, and more evidence of it right there. Sawaski really wanted to find the back of the net in this one tonight, you have to imagine. But right now it's Milford with possession in the Feehan end. Strike attempt here. Easily handled though by Potenza. Kicked out by Santos, ball back to Feehan. Thrown in, Philadelphia heads it to the corner, and another throw-in is going to happen. Selected for a short throw-in rather than trying to get to the box. Cleared to safety, De Oliveira. Challenge there by Patrick O'Toole, clears it back into the Milford end. On the near side here is Hinckley. Hinckley fighting for the ball with De Silva. De Silva comes away with it though. Out of bounds again. Madden clears up the near side. Lots of action near the booth right now. Carvalho, some more fancy footwork. He's really been showing off some skills tonight and wowing the crowd in attendance. Also embarrassing some players on the opposition. Good touch there. Trying to get to Carvalho. And throw in for Madden here. Ooh, bodies flying there. De Silva down for a moment in a collision. Number 11, Joe Michella. Airway appears to be okay though. Silva, who's been a constant threat for the Hawks tonight. Good to see that he's not in too much pain from that one. So here we go. Far side of the field now, playing a little bit catch amongst themselves. Carvalho settles this one. going to the corner of the field. Kick down, defender settles it, but taken back by Milford. A little bit back and forth. Let's go to a teammate. And Feehan having trouble clearing this ball. Shot attempt there off a defender. Out of bounds. Milford continues to apply some pressure here. Looking to get that 2-goal lead reestablished. Trying to find an angle there was Coelho. Right now Carvalho fighting for it from his knee. And Feehan trying to through ball it up. Might have an opportunity here. Here's a chance. In alone. And what a save! Orellana. Coming up huge. Zawoski was flying in. We've been talking about him and his energy. Well, he had a chance there. Denied by the foot. Orellana trying to go low. He was in alone and in a golden opportunity to tie this one up. Center attempt here. Ball popped up high in the air. Cleared for the moment. So antsy moments here for the Milford defense, as they saw a breakdown of their defense and their tactics there on that rush. Almost led to the tying goal for Bishop Feehan. Lots of possession flips here on the near side. This one's booted around a little bit right now. D'Oliveira can't get it back. Oh, good attempt there by getting a foot on it was the Milford defender. That could have been another dangerous one there. Kind of a one-time attempt. Battle for the ball here. Hinckley has a man on the near side. That's Rogers. Good defense there from Milford, taking the ball back, but not for long. Justin Clark causing some chaos in Milford's defensive end, as this game has been a little bit more tighter than Milford would ideally like it to be. And a timeout here on the field. We're going to take one, 2-1 your score, 6:19 to go in the first half. Welcome back to Milford, folks. Patrick Garapi here with you on the call, filling in for Tim Coet tonight, alongside Rob O'Keefe, running camera and everything else. Keeping fires from happening. So waiting for play to get started back up here, but early start to this one was a long strike by Borges from Milford, giving them a 1-0 lead. Followed that up just about 5-6 minutes later. Formed a nice strike by Neva. And things were looking good for Milford at that point, right up until a free kick in a good position for Feehan hit the far post. And ended up going right back to Ryan Hart, the defense, the junior defense for Bishop Feehan. So another free kick here, and an opportunity. This one's going, he heading wide and trying to find a header at the side. Ball whistled dead, and Milford will get possession back. A little too physical down there. And so Madden will lead the charge here. Up to Silva. Silva loses it. And nice little touch there. Trying to throw it ahead for Clark. Clark now with it. unable to keep in bounds. And a goal kick for the Hawks. Orlana. De Silva. Can't handle it. Now it's Madden. Off the head of Carvalho. Now at the feet of De Silva. De Silva back to Carvalho. Rush on the far side is Doherty. And another throw in here, 4:28 to go. Clock continues to tick in this first half, moving right along. Trying to lead his man on the throw in. Borges in between three defenders. Moved back out to safety for a minute, but taken back by Milford. Boaventura up the side. Borges trying to make some moves. He's been a shifty forward today. Slide tackle, trying to get in front of his man. It was clean, but they'll whistle it. My mistake on that one. That was actually Leo Coelho there. So throw in for the Shamrocks. Clark trying to boot one, can't do it. And a lead ahead here collected by Feehan as they'll get the throw in. Defense being hounded there, good clear attempt. Get out of trouble for the moment. Feehan still with the ball. Trying to fight through. Finds Zawoski in front. Milford back with possession of the ball now at midfield. Play to Madden. Madden up to De Silva. Silva looking for some options. Goes to the middle of the field. Finding Boaventura there. Boaventura back with it. Has Carvalho with him. He hands off to him. Carvalho back up to the far side. Borges, nice touch there. Almost had his man in stride, but couldn't collect it. Madden, good recovery. Going up against Zawoski. And off of him. Madden trying to hurry the rush back up. Hitting Neva. Trying to track that one down with a full head of steam. Unable to. Silva. And possession remains with Milford. Madden on the throw-in. So De Oliveira in the corner. Wally trying to work the defender here. And nice defensive play there, forced by Patrick O'Toole. Body collision there. Everybody okay though? Play goes on. Carvalho. Boaventura. Trying to lead to Neva. Again, that's Coelho with the ball on the far side. Boaventura. Carvalho over to Madden. Borges making some moves through traffic here. Gives back to De Silva. De Silva almost had a look, but elected not to bite on that one. Carvalho over to Coelho. Coelho into the box. handled there easily by the goaltender. And the whistle here looks like it's going to bring to a close the first half. So an exciting one, and a 2-1 lead for Milford on goals by Jordan Borges and Javier Neva. Meanwhile, Ryan Hart striking on a rebound opportunity for Feehan and cutting the lead in half, and that's where we are now. We'll be back for second half coverage after this. Round 1 coverage of the MIAA tournament. Your score right now, Milford 2, Bishop Feehan 1. More to come. Yeah, welcome back to Milford, people. We are back for this one, 2-1 your score. And yes, I will always address you all as people. Bit of a rush start to this half here. I mean, there was a couple minutes to go a second ago, but here we are now, right back in the thick of action. It's been a manic playoff game here, and definitely a good one to this point. 2-1 your score in favor of Milford, who are up 2-0, only to see their lead get cut in half on a free kick rebound goal by Ryan Hart. Center attempt here from Milford. They come out of the gate hustling hard, looking to reestablish that 2-goal lead. Madden throwing over the head of D'Oliveira. And booted to safety by number 14, Ryan Hart. Put up in the air there by Silva. Race for the ball on the far side at midfield. Cleared ahead by Feehan, headed back the other way. Rogers trying to get the ball through to Zawaski. Again, the winner of this game tonight will go on to face the winner of tomorrow's game versus Olive Ames, the 6th seed, and number 11, Walpole. Ooh, and down there, going down hard, was Anthony Salvador, and he's still down. But getting back up now. He appears to be okay, and the game will continue on from here. Carvalho will have the free kick. Let's see if he can make something happen here. Nice touch to the end of the post, but nothing doing. Milford still with possession. Clear for the moment, though, by Cano. And racing up the field, try to get to the far side, man, and Clark with it. Defended by Madden. Clark trying to race past him. Madden going step for step. Feet get tangled, and possession goes back to Milford. Good race down the field there. Madden winning out, though. He's had a pretty good game tonight. Good positional defense. Good passing for his teammates, setting up opportunities. And he'll boot this one here. And that'll just advance the ball a little bit further for Milford. So a throw in now on the Feehan side of things. Madden again. High throw in, looping in over the defense. Silva. Carvalho looking for a man. Pass went in front. Oh, what a save! Huge save on Neva. just getting a hand on it was the goaltender. Again, he's had some active hands tonight, making a couple huge saves off the feet of Milford. That close to reestablishing that 2-goal advantage, which would have been huge. But still anyone's game here. De Oliveira. And the ball here, gives it back to Silva. Punch out to Clark. Clark trying to get by a defender. Can't get by him though. Boventura, nice stop there, but Feehan clears it down the side. Orlana with this one right now. Good boot here. Rogers ahead. Taken back by Milford across the field. Salvador getting tripped up by the ball for the moment. Now gives off to Borges. Borges, one of the goal scorers here tonight. Now Boventura back to Madden. Madden touches to Borges. Borges ahead to Salvador. Salvador kicks back, but taken back by Feehan. Sawaski clears ahead. And Milford defense has it in the former Leo Coelho. De Oliveira on the far side. Up to Borges. Borges, a little spin. Now trying to kick across Salvador. Salvador racing back, trying to retrieve the ball. He's got it back on this one. Some fancy footwork and taken down there. And it's no whistle, unbelievably. Salvador's body being thrown all over the field tonight. And he just keeps going. So Thiago Carvalho gonna have a free kick here. Pops straight up. Almost at the feet of Salvador, but cleared there. Nice job by Aiden Corrigan, saving the day. So to the corner for a kick we go. Borges setting up. 7 minutes gone in this half. 2-1, still in favor of Milford. Borges, here's his attempt. Almost had a man, goes wide though. Wally fighting for it. De Oliveira has it at his feet. Now kicks back to Carvalho. Carvalho has Madden stepping up. He's going to give it to him. Ball flies past Madden, but collected by Borges. Borges a boot to the far post. Has a man! And just missing. Da Silva not able to get a good head on it. It was right there for him. Really great setup. But no finishing touch, unfortunately. Madden fired for the ball with Clark. Clark has it right now. Clark back to Moscow. Moscow up ahead. Carvalho has it, now turned back over. Bad ball there. Far side. It's to Silva. Now, kicked ahead. Trying to lead Neva. Neva fighting for the ball in the corner. Still has it. Back to Salvador. Salvador gets a centering attempt here. Oh! De Oliveira trying to pop it up for a roundhouse kick of sorts. Milford continuing to threaten here. Salvador with the ball. Salvador pushing it, centering it. No one home. And a bad clear there. De Oliveira has it. Sails out of Boventura. Boventura trying to go left. Instead tries to hand off to Carvalho. Carvalho attempt goes high and hits the goal post. Second one we've hit tonight. And not the goal post that he was looking to hit. Punted across the field here. Throw in for Milford. Here's another throw in. This time going back Feehan's way, and they're going to start the rush that way. Oh, trying to find some spaces. Clark dancing through, but stopped there. Boaventura, nice job. Madden gives off to Salvador. Salvador boots ahead. Trying to get D'Oliveira in space, unable to. He has the ball now, though. Stops on it, goes back the other way. Trying to find a man, but good defense there. Just too many layers to get through. Now under 30 minutes to go in the half. Again, still 2-1 the score. Milford's high-powered offense being held in check for the most part tonight. They've had some opportunities, and then we've seen some rather big saves made, although really you can say big saves have been made on both sides of the ball today. Both goaltenders having a couple shining moments in this one. This one gobbled up by Potenza. As he boots that one, and it goes off Madden's foot. Now going back the other way. Borges still with it, getting a foot on it, but back the other way comes Feehan. Oh, body collision there. Going down for the moment was Philadelphia. He's all right, though. Him and Zawoski colliding. D'Oliveira out of bounds. Feehan with the throw in. They'll get this thing going right away. Or at least attempt to. Again, a cool night here. 47 degrees now, but with the wind chills dipping into the upper 30s for this round one game. D'Oliveira on the far side trying to force it up ahead. Get some space, unable to. That one goes out. And Feehan's gonna have throw in here. Wind continues to blow here. As you can see, the players' jerseys kind of flapping around the wind. Feehan throws in on the far side, taken back by Milford. And out again. This game continues on. Whole lot of inbounding. Ornella, or Lana, I should say. Good throw there on the far side. Now going across field. Has a man for Mester. Now Borges breaking free. Wondering about a cutback here. Instead, continues down the side. Now stops. Dancing with it. Center attempt. Cleared for the moment. Still in. And now will be a goal kick. Milford trying everything they can to get that 2-goal lead reestablished, but finding a wall of defense. Back to Madden. Madden up to Mester. A little nice touch pass from Borges, but too much on that one. Ball skied high in the air. And a whistle here after Feehan defender Ryan Hart on the field, but he's back up and okay now. So ball goes back to Feehan. So Now a throw in on the far side from Milford. These two teams are really kind of settled into a flow here after some early goal scoring. Carvalho over to Borges, being watched closely though by Rogers. Rogers on him tight, locking up. A little bit of collision, but they play on. Rogers sweeps it out, so another throw in for Milford at the hands of Joey Madden. Madden, short pass. Boaventura back to Madden. Borges, nice touch to Boaventura. Playing a game of catch with him. Three-player triangle. Mester trying to find Borges a little bit too far ahead of him. Neva back to Borges, trying to find space. Has a man. A little looping shot. Easily handled there. Headed down, back in possession of Milford. Rogers loses it. Philadelphia looking for a man, trying to find Borges. So Wally De Oliveira, to this point, kept off the scoreboard. Milford's 22 goal scorer during the regular season. The Hawks' leading scorer overall in terms of points. But Milford's still on top, 2-1. Boaventura back to Madden. Madden boots it up ahead. And Hart back to collect this one, the goal scorer for the Shamrocks. Potenza sets down for a goal kick and boots this one to the near side here. High pop over the head of Milford. Some footwork from O'Brien there. Now Rogers fighting for the ball. Also with him is number 23, Brandon Moskal. Fans not liking that call. Ball going back for a free kick. Hart will take it here. Try and set his team up. Good boot by Hart, but right to the Milford defender. Tapped on by Michella. Sawaski in the corner, but out of bounds too. Still with Bishop Feehan. Throw in here. Clark fighting for any opportunity he can get in tight spaces. Another throw in. And goal kick here from Orellana. Time continues to tick down about halfway through this second half. Man on the far side here. Taken back by De Silva. Pushed up ahead. Neva. Neva trying to find De Oliveira in the corner. Trying to beat his man. De Oliveira settles it down. Has ball in his possession. Trying to find an option. Goes back to De Silva. De Silva has Carvalho with him. Push it over to him. Carvalho over to Boaventura. To Borges. Borges has the ball go off him right to Madden. Madden back to Boaventura. Salvador loses the ball for a moment, gets it back. Salvador goes down hard, no call there. Play goes on. Boaventura trying to find anyone. Has a man at Carvalho. Carvalho across the field to Salvador, just over his head. Flanked by Hart. Salvador goes down, and it will be Feehan ball. And Potenza with the goal kick. Low drive here over to Sean O'Brien. Sean O'Brien kicks it Out and now Madden back with the ball for Milford on the throw-in. Salvador trying to protect it. Nice move by Salvador through the legs, trying to center it. Milford showing off some serious skill tonight and why they're at the top of their division. But Feehan doing a good job of sticking around, and they're just one strike away from tying this one right back up. Borges. Neva trying to create some space, finds Salvador. Salvador across the box and headed to safety there. Wind picking up here. We can feel it in the booth. Players on the field, though, seem pretty unwavered by it as they continue to play on. Now under 20 minutes to go in the half. Is a chance side of the net, nothing doing though. De Oliveira trying to get something going. He's been pretty quiet tonight. Not a whole lot going on for him. Have to imagine he was a focal point of the pregame talk for the Shamrocks and needing to shut him down if they're gonna have much of a chance. Here we go. Nice kick. That kick goes over the goal and back out. So goal kick here for Potenza. To the near side, O'Brien pops it up, handled by Neva now. Back to Boventura. Salvador colliding. And they're letting him play tonight. Salvador trying to work down the side. Going hard against O'Brien, really trying to use his body hard. And Salvador not happy with that call as he kicks the ball aside. Coach also not really too pleased with that particular call in the corner, but on we go. Boventura. Trying to squeak past the defender's hands off to Salvador. Salvador into the middle. Has De Oliveira. De Oliveira trying to find Neva. Not enough on that pass though, and sent back the other way for Clark. Clark in a race with Coelho. Coelho, nice clear. Risky play for Coelho, but he had the angle, he knew it. Now into the box here, Madden chests that one down. Carvalho. Out the far side. Feehan trying to pick up the physicality in this one. Use their bodies to get back in this game, wear them down physically. Zawoski. Touch over the far side. Down the sideline. It's Clark. And now here's a big chance. Borges, full head of steam. Borges trying to hand off. Oh, and they just lost that one. Back the other way comes Feehan. Aiden Corrigan. To Clark. Clark loses the handle. Milford back the other way. Trying to find De Oliveira, but defense blocks that one off. Borges heads it back. Boventura now picks up across midfield. Leading ahead for a minute. He's got Mester. Mester racing to the corner, but too much on that through. Right idea, just not the right execution. Coming off the field right now is Neva. Checking into the game, Omar Lima. Neva taking care of a bit of a nasty cut right now as play continues on here for his teammates. Imagine he must have gotten spiked. Mester trying to get past the man. O'Brien went down, but got in the way. And so a corner throw-in. Madden looping throw overhead and headed out. Madden sells it down. Turnover here, trying to find a man up ahead. Zawaski boots it back. He's gonna have another man hang up the far side. Instead, elects to go to the short game. Trying to feed it through. Carvalho cut off. Borges led ahead. Neva back in this game now after attending to that cut. Boventura looking, trying to find some options, and elects to play back to Madden. Clock under 14:30 now. Madden to the corner. De Silva can't chase that one down though. Corner kick, or rather, sorry, goal kick I should say, for the Shamrocks. Who are running out of time to tie this one up. You see coming off the field, number 11, Joe Michella for Feehan. Headed ahead, taken back by Milford. Salvador, nice cut straight up the middle. Salvador trying to use his legs. Raise, Salvador boots it on and right into Potenza's gut. High pop here. Headed by Madden. Ooh, dangerous play there. And it didn't necessarily look like there was a head collision there, and apparently Brendan Moskal doing okay. Obviously dangerous every time two players go up leading with their heads into the air like that, but it really didn't appear like there was anything on that particular play. Free kick into the box, far side, trying to track down. And it'll be a goal kick. Feehan fighting for their playoff tournament lives here. So we continue to get closer to the final 10 minutes. Milford hanging on. Neva allows it to get through. Borges touch to himself. Back to Boventura. Looking for Salvador. Fakes that way. Now actually commits to it. Salvador trying to push up ahead to Borges. Nothing doing there. And nice play by Madden. He saw some danger happening, cleared it right out. Down on the field right now is Salvador looking for a call of some sort and still on his knees. Finally getting up, just complaining. Now back in the game. Appears everybody's focused again here. Boventura able to stop a risky turnover there, but then turns the ball back over to Rogers. Over to Clark. Moskal. Salvador able to steal it right back. Nice job. Salvador up to Borges with some space. Has Hart in front of him, the lone goal scorer for Feehan. Nice touch ahead to Neva. Neva didn't see it. It was just behind him. Salvador across the field. Carvalho elects to let go. Borges boot in from long distance, trying to push his own personal best from earlier. That one goes wide. Goal kick with 11 minutes to go now. Over the head of Feehan midfielder. And boot here, that one's gonna go wide, trying to get it right in stride with Neva, who currently has what would stand as the game-winning goal to this point, should this score hold up. And a timeout here. Teams head to the sideline for a moment. We'll take a break here as well. 2-1 your score, 10:30 to go in the second half. And welcome back to Milford, folks. 10:30 to go in this round 1 MIAA tournament game between Milford and Bishop Feehan. Hawks on top, 2-1 in this one. After 2 early goals scored by Borges and Neva. Hart, the lone goal scorer for Feehan. Feehan continue to try and claw their way back into this one after being down by 2. On the near side's Borges. Borges taking some body there. Number 3, Justin Silva. Carvalho, free kick here. Far post, trying to find a man. Cleared to safety for the moment. And it's a goal, but they're gonna call offsides on this one. Fans are celebrating, but they don't realize Neva was in ahead of that ball and behind the last defender there, so. Fans upset here, but looked to be a good call. Although hard to tell in the moment, I certainly don't want to be the one to commit to calling that play right or wrong. That close to making it a 3-1 game, but the score remains. Salvador, nice move ahead of his man, just a little too far of a push for himself though. On a good clear there by Aiden Corrigan. Madden loops it in, headed high in the air. Oh, and what a keep out, and a finish! That one they can't take back. Neva assuring himself a game-winning goal, punches that one home. It's 3-1. Milford bench is energized, the team on the field, the fans in the stands here. 8 minutes and 32 seconds to go until a potential victory here in round 1 for Milford. Teams are taking a quick timeout. And what else can you say, folks? 3-1 your score in what's been a tight game tonight. A physical battle, lots of back and forth, but still a good amount of time to go in this one. And I don't want to declare any team as dead just yet. So we're gonna see how this one finishes out here. But Feehan in a tough position now and gone to play some desperate soccer. Milford comes back to the field energized and really feeling ready to put this one away and hopefully await the winner of tomorrow's game between Oliver Ames and Walpole. That one happening at 3 p.m. tomorrow at Oliver Ames. Right boot, handled by Milford. Almost turned over to Silva. Boventura got up to Borges, Borges to Neva, Neva, a little touch over. Now cross field, Salvador. Salvador trying to push past the defender. He's got a step now past O'Brien. Salvador trying to turn defenders inside out. Salvador goes down. And what do we have? It'll be a free kick for Feehan. Salvador trying to make some noise happen, really put this one away. He's been active all night, really making some opportunities happen, just hasn't been able to finish them. Potenza up ahead. Neva fighting for it, has it, plays back to Borges. Borges touches over to Carvalho. Now cross field to Mester. Mester looking for Neva ahead, trying to find a spot. He's got him. Neva fighting with O'Brien for the ball. Has the body position, takes it. Neva to the corner, trying to keep it in. Has it for the moment. Ball still in play. Lots of defenders there trying to keep the ball inbound. And instead we have a goal kick. Sends goal kick to the near side here. Michela loses to Neva. Neva pushing down the side. That one goes out of bounds. Ball staying with Milford. Madden for the throw-in. Ooh. No call there. They are really letting the bodies fly tonight. Refs just don't seem to care. Madden trying to work in, unable to. This ball goes to Oliveira. Star of this team has a quiet night, but is instead deferred to players like Lucas De Silva and Jordan Borges and Javier Neva. Brought back to O'Brien. Whistled down initially, he'll have to do it again. Instead, it's a kick. Boventura. And now here's a chance here. Borges dangling with it. Gives back to Carvalho. Carvalho still has it after a slide tackle. Goes back to Borges with it. Now back to Carvalho. Left for Boventura. Right in the middle of the field, had some space. Likes to give it to Mester. Mester down the side, working O'Brien. Mester looking for a center attempt. He goes straight across the box. No one home though. Carvalho. Ball out of bounds for a throw-in. Clock continues to tick, now under 5 minutes. Carvalho at midfield pops this one up. De Oliveira with it. Still with it. Trying to take on an entire team, just run around them all. Instead, back up the other way. It's Hart from his defense position. That one goes out. Throw in here. Matt Carroll. Against the gust of wind, that one just seemed to hang up in the air for a little bit there. O'Brien can't get to it. O'Brien, and nice slide tackle there by Philadelphia. And booted to safety all the way down the field. Back to the goaltender, Potenza, who plays it back to his defense in a give and go. That went off a body. Neva. So the ball goes back to Feehan here. Clock continues to tick. Feehan running out of time and really in search of a miracle at this point. Borges pops it back up. Carvalho getting involved physically down on the far sideline. Does a good job there. Potenza now up ahead near midfield. Feehan really struggling to try and get their attempts going. Milford continues to stifle on defense. Oh, cross there. Near miss. Some discussion in the box here about whether or not the goaltender can come out from his net. The answer is yes, he can. He can come play wherever he wants on the field if he wants. And not like hockey where he's wearing a lot of different pads and has to go to the bench. But it doesn't look like Bishop Feehan's going to be pulling their goaltender out as an extra attacker anytime soon in this one. 2 minutes to go now. And some chants from the crowd directed toward Feehan in regards to their potential exit. You can fill in the rest from our audio mic outside.
Just a reminder, upon the conclusion of the game, no fans whatsoever are allowed on the field. Thank you.
So almost said and done this one, as we're now in stoppage time. Neva trying to fight through. Oh, has some space. Carvalho shot low and eaten right up by the goaltender. Clear across midfield. Coelho has it. And we have a whistle here. Is that the game? Nope, they continue to play on right now. Continue to hurry to set their pieces here. Hart. Kick into the box. That one goes wide of the net. And we're just waiting on the final whistle in this one. Milford on the verge of their first playoff victory in some time. And a date in the second round with the winner of Oliver Ames versus Walpole tomorrow. At midfield, Borges gets back to his feet. Fans clamoring for the whistle to be blown at this point. The game continues to play on, though. Throw in here. Glued down. And ball goes back to Feehan. I guess they just really want to be cold tonight. Madden back to midfield. Popped high in the air from Feehan. Ball keeps getting headed out in the right direction, and that's gonna do it. Milford's bench storms the field. They head for their goaltender. Josh Orellana to celebrate with him a 3-1 victory and advancement to the second round of the MIAA tournament. We came into this game talking about a high-powered Milford offense. They were held in check for the most part tonight, especially star striker Wallace and D'Oliveira, but it was other players stepping up tonight. An early strike from Jordan Borges, the game winner from Jalviter Neva, and an eventual insurance goal off Neva's boot to finalize this one at 3-1 in what has been a cold matchup tonight, but just an unbelievable game. First game back in the tournament for the Milford squad here as they advance on. We see just how capable this team is and how far will they make it remains to be seen, but their story this season isn't over yet, and we'll see if we can be there to continue to cover it for you. I want to thank my cameraman, producer, all-around everything person for me, Rob O'Keefe. It's an official title. This is Patrick Garrity for Tim Coet tonight, signing off. Your final score 3-1 in favor of the Scarlet Hawks. They advance this round 2 and await the winner of Oliver Ames versus Walpole. This has been production Milford TV. We'll see you next time, folks.